Dare to be different. Be bold, be different to get different results. In short, don't be afraid to do what others are not doing yet. And we're reading this week about the woman who was a widow. And you find her story in the book of Luke, chapter 18. Accompany us right now. One day, Jesus told his disciples a story to show that they should always pray and never give up. There was a judge in a certain city, he said, who neither feared God nor cared about people. The widow of that city came to him repeatedly, saying, "Give me justice in this dispute with my enemy." The judge ignored her for a while, but finally he said to himself, "I don't fear God or care about people, but this woman is driving me crazy. I'm going to see that she gets justice because she's wearing me out with her constant requests." Then the Lord said, "Learn a lesson from this unjust judge. Even he rendered a just decision in the end. So don't you think God will surely give justice to his chosen people who cry out to him day and night? Will he keep putting them off? I tell you, he will grant justice to them quickly. But when the Son of Man returns, how many will he find on the earth who have faith?" Very well. So we are in the last week leading up to our day of decision. In short, D Day, a day to make a decision to change your life or to change your career, to change your marriage, to change your family, your kids. In short, a day to make a decision. What is this decision all about? I'm here with Pastor Joshua. I'm thinking about uh, making a decision that not everybody is willing to make. It's very normal in society. It's very common amongst people that few people make big decisions. The majority of people, they are mediocre, average. They avoid making tough decisions. I'll give you a good example. If you open your sari sari store, if you're running a farm, if you opened your store 7-Eleven or a franchise, Jollibee, McDonald's, it doesn't need to be a big business. It can be a simple business, a water refill station, a tailor, a bakery. In short, if you have an employee working for you, killing time, killing resources, not being productive, losing customers, understand this. You can complain about your employee, but nobody can fire that person except you because you're the owner, you're the boss, you're the employer. And you must understand that decisions, they will either bring success or they bring failure. And when we talk about this specific topic, to be different, um, the widow, this is important about the widow. She went to the judge, and we are talking about this weekend coming before God, the judge of all judges, and to bring our prayer request, our petition. This widow broke the protocol. She did what nobody did, because for you to go to a judge under normal circumstances, you know that you need to bring a lawyer. A lawyer needs to represent you. She skipped the process of a lawyer. She needed help for her kids. So maybe she didn't have access to a doctor. She went straight to the judge. Um, she did what nobody in their right mind would do, especially in those days, 2,000 years ago. Women did not have a voice. There was no woman power, women power. Women could not have access to court or to a judge or speak directly to the judge. She broke the cycle. She did something different. And that's why we told you in the beginning, be bold, be different. Don't be afraid to do what others are not willing to do. And I believe that made the difference. Don't forget, in those days, she was not the only widow. She was not the only woman with a court case. She was not the only woman suffering injustice. But she did everything that the neighbors and her peers, her classmates, her colleagues were not willing to do. And this is what is necessary this weekend when we talk about the day of decision.
Yes, Bishop. It's because it's easier for us to do something if we have an example, Bishop. Ne? But this widow doesn't have any example. Ne? So she took the initiative of doing something. And this is also what they need to understand. Because sometimes, like for example, I was reading the news this week as well, Bishop, about this consulate, this Facebook page for OFWs. And then they are promoting a lot of events, Bishop, events for like this, because it's gonna be the week of our independence. Ne? That's the week of our independence. And then they have a lot of activities there, even some politician, they are there, and they're gonna be there as well this week. And maybe they are searching for the true independence, Bishop. Ne? Because maybe they are celebrating the Philippine Independence Day, but as of now, they are not yet independent. They are not financially independent yet. Their family keep on depending on them and many things. So we are promoting this D-Day for them to be independence indeed, Bishop. Ne? Not only celebrating the country's Independence Day, but for them to receive this independence. And they can have this initiative. Maybe a lot of Filipino will be celebrating there, but they can have a different kind of like for example, this D-Day for us can be this Independence Day for all of them. Independence Day for their life, not to be depending on anybody else, but right now to be depending on God to bring justice for their life.
Very powerful. You're talking about celebrating independence of a country or a special national celebration or community celebration, which will not make any difference in your personal marriage, in your family, with your kids, in your personal life, and your finances and your health. But now, using intelligence, and you look at yourself, no, but what do I need? How will this improve my life? How will this better my life? How will this benefit my life? So we're coming to this very powerful statement. In financial independence, independence for your family, independence in a way that works. And we're going to bring people their prayer request to the judge of all judges. And we're going to, if you don't have the prayer request, you can collect the prayer request. You can call us, scan the QR code, get in touch with us for you to bring your case, bring your situation to the high courts, the highest courts. You know, in this world, unfortunately, there's injustice.
Yeah, Bishop.
In this world, we suffer discrimination. In this world, unfortunately, it's very unfair treatment. But the highest courts is God's court on the altar where people can bring their case and there will be no favoritism. And if you bring your faith, you bring your situation, do something different. Do something different this weekend. Do what you have never done before, and you will be able to witness and experience true independence in your life, right?
Yeah, yeah, Bishop. This is an invitation for everyone. No matter what is your religion, no matter what is your background, you just need to come, do something different on your day off. Maybe your day off is gonna be this weekend. So try something different. And for sure, you are going to see a different result as well.
Very well. So get in touch with us if you need more information about the address, how to travel here. We are in Kowloon. And we will have this special event on Sunday, June the 15th, 7 a.m. in Tagalog, 10:30 a.m. in Chinese, and 9 and 11 a.m. in English. You can invite friends and neighbors and colleagues for this very powerful event. We're going to be back again tomorrow, and we're going to continue talking about decisions. All right? Join us again tomorrow. Thank you for tuning in to our special podcast. See you then. Bye bye.